Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. This time it's RWBY Volume 6, Chapter 6, Alone in the Woods. That's a very fun title. A lot of fun times can be had in the woods, sexual or not. I prefer to think of Winnie the Pooh kind of woods, or Into the Woods, that delightful movie. But this is a world of grim and dangers, so Alone in the Woods sounds like a miserable time, and Team RWBY is currently in the middle of a snowy woods, so I assume we're going straight back to this Grim at the Farm stuff, which I am very much a fan of so far. I hope the fight goes well if there is one. This apathy thing is very interesting. Something I forgot to mention during my afterthoughts in Chapter 5 is that I really love Neo's design. I've always loved it. The whole Neapolitan thing she has going on, it just works, which is why I mentioned her fashion sense when Cinder recognised her. Oh, only you dress that well, my dear. I loved that reintroduction. She showed her supreme fighting prowess, even giving a maiden a hard time before she engaged her powers. And that put a bit of doubt into Neo. She's oh shit. Okay, cool. I was only kidding, bro. It's just a prank. Very interesting that those two are working together. I'm really looking forward to seeing them throw down as a team. I don't think they'll work as well in tandem as Neo and Roman did, though. The way they, just put the work in on RWBY was beautiful. One of the highlights of the third volume for me. But, oh my gosh, to see her kicking Cinder's ass for a while, that was just beautiful. That was fantastic. Really love that it was confirmed that she is mute. She literally cannot speak. There was a debate for ages about, is it a choice? Will she eventually speak if stressed enough? Is it to do with something she, is it some sort of vow she's taken? You don't know what goes off with a silent character, but if she is genuinely, disabled in the voice, she's mute, that is really awesome. Really interesting villain she is. She's so emotive as well with her facial expressions and body language. She's just great. She has an S-tier design. Oh, she's just great. Yeah. But as for what's going to happen in this one, Alone in the Woods, I think everybody is going to hit the rock bottom of their apathy, and it's going to create a bit of tension before Oscar or somebody sparks them back into life. Maybe Maria will, because of her wisdom. Maybe she's seen this kind of thing before. Or maybe Ozpin, with his experience, will come out of hiding and sheepishly offer some advice. Because with everyone feeling apathetic, will they not have the strength to be too mad at him right now? Will they not think it's worth getting mad at him and they will actually listen to his advice? Or, how is this for hilarious twists? What if Adam of all people, saves the day? Simply for the fact that no one is allowed to kill Blake but me. Think about how hilarious that would be. And the girls have no idea either. They just discover they feel better, the Grim is gone. Meanwhile, Adam goes back to stalking. That would be great. But there's only one way we're going to find out, and that's to get this chapter started. Yeah, we're right back at the farm. It's really cool that we're getting a mini arc of everybody down in the dumps, even if some of it is Grim influenced. I'm thinking RWBY will be the last one to deflate because she's naturally optimistic.
We should be able to leave by morning.
That's good.
No. I don't have a good feeling about this place. Especially with me around.
Well, the thing is...
Are you okay?
Sure. Tell everyone to get some sleep.
Well, the thing is, it's hard to tell if this is normal Crow or apathetic Crow. He might be generally apathetic. But poor Ruby is so
It's
worried
a
about her
diary.
uncle. It's
The
adorable.
head of this household, Bartleby. Apparently, he and several other families founded this little settlement to try and live on their own. It sounds like it worked.
It didn't work out very well.
For a spell.
Grim?
Just one of many hardships. Slowed down their farming, made everything harder. It's a shame, really. He seemed like quite the ambitious fellow. Always thinking of new schemes to overcome the odds.
Hey guys. Crow said we should get some sleep. We're gonna head out early tomorrow.
Thank goodness.
The last thing you'll catch me doing is letting some kid tell me what to do. Go to bed.
I love Maria. She's the best character of the volume so far. Like, in terms of newly introduced. Miss Muffet a close second. Well, Miss Malachite, but... I like that the two sisters slept together. That's cute. Oh, wow. He's been through multiple bottles. That's a different colour. Is this early enough?
Close window.
We have to go, Wise. You're going to have to carry your uncle.
Crow. Come on, get up.
Leave me alone.
Oh, we overslept.
It's the apathy that killed everyone else.
What?
Ruby is losing it.
Oh, right. Sunrise.
That look on her face.
You know, you can talk to me about stuff.
Oh!
Yang too.
Let's just get out of here.
I'm sorry. Family means a lot to me. That was beautiful.
There.
Can we just go back to bed?
If we're all so tired, maybe we should make breakfast?
You want to make it?
Not really.
That's got to be my quickest cry ever.
You guys got the bike ready?
Everything about the
Well, it's done
expressions
now.
to the
So let's hook this
actions
thing up and
was perfect.
You people are just beacons for bad luck, aren't you?
I mean, Ruby knows her uncle.
I'm
Like,
starting to think
she
the
can
universe
obviously
just
tell
doesn't
he's
want us
more
getting to
depressed than he normally is.
It's just a flat tire. I'm sure there's a spare.
It's not just that. It's everything. Storms, crashes, monsters. I'm so tired. Me too. It feels like we're always having to fight to get by.
The apathy of the journey. Oh,
But that's what we signed up for.
We signed up to try and save the world, not just delay the inevitable.
Last night, I couldn't stop thinking. Why are we even going to Atlas?
Ruby's the only one who hasn't lost her way yet.
Weiss, we have to.
Why? Osmond hid the relics behind giant doors under enormous schools. But how long would it take Salem to find a lamp in the middle of nowhere?
But the Grim might...
They'd find it eventually, sure. But bury it or just throw it down the well, it would take years. It might not even happen in our lifetime. But we could be done with it now.
That's kind of true. If you just tossed it down there, the villains wouldn't think to look down there. That is creepy.
I am really tired.
No, Ruby, you're the last one standing. You can fight it. You are the one optimistic, bright spark. You are the spark. You are the spark. You are the spark.
No, I didn't mean to! Ruby, it's okay. No!
Oh, wow. This is so creepy.
It was looking at me!
So, yeah, it lives under the farm.
Hey, it's okay. You just said you're tired. There's probably nothing. Now let's go.
What's wrong with you? We can't just leave. We have to go down there. We have to get the lamp back. Oh,
She's gonna snap you all out of
All
it.
we have to do is fix this trailer. Hey, farm boy.
Oh,
check
is
the
this
shed
what
for a
was in the
spare.
intro?
I'm not leaving without the lamp.
It's got multiple arms.
I'll go down with you.
It's the tentacle
We'll go down
attack from
together.
the opening. I'm sure of it.
Fine. Get the stupid lamp.
They're gonna go in
Ask her to
underneath
fix a
into some
stupid
catacombs
tire.
or something.
Where are you going?
Where do you think?
I'm raiding everything. Yes, yeah. I was kind of hoping that we get a Ruby solo mission, but Team Ruby ready for recovering
Maybe the
together
current
is just
carried
as
it
good.
away.
This is such a concept for a conflict, by the way. I absolutely love this whole apathy thing. It's original. Well, I don't mean in general sense of what it's doing to them. I mean the specific context within the story. But they're constantly thinking of new
come on,
ways to
what is it?
inconvenience our
Turn
heroines.
off your lights and just look for the glow?
Okay.
Okay, so they noticed something and wrote it down. Yeah, apathy. And every time I see that word, all I can think of is the rapper named Apathy.
Guys,
Don't shout! You saw red eyes. Okay, you just stumbled upon a goth convention. Back away slowly.
Ruby? What is it?
Like, zoinks! Let's skedaddle, Scoob! Shaggy can't help you now.
What is this? My weapon feels heavy.
Run!
What an overpowered Grim.
Go, go!
He can just instantly force you down. Oh, wow.
This way!
You know, for all the slowing down that they're doing of them, they're not really making much of an effort to catch them, are they? This is zombie movie logic. We're watching a zombie movie right now. They only walk at a really slow pace, yet they're always 2 steps behind when you turn a corner. This is so crazy.
Do this. I can't.
An exit! An exit!
That looks like an exit to me.
Oh, come on! Blake, get
Wow, I'm being lost for words as to just how unsettling this all is. Oh! Tactical nuke inbound.
I've got her!
What just happened?
You know, I just blinded them with my phone light.
Out of my way!
Imagine how easy Call of Duty Zombies would be if they moved this slowly. Oh, nice to see how she sees the world, like
Color
blue
are
tints.
your eyes?
They're silver.
This lady knows what they are.
You have a family? Friends?
What?
Don't think about them. Think about the people who love you. Focus on the thought of them. The way they make you feel. Focus.
We already saw the way she feels about her family with that beautiful crow moment.
It is precious. And it must be protected.
Oh, the first instance of being able to control it. RWBY is about to become Grim-proof. Imagine that. Just being able to instantly KO any Grim.
We're back in the house?
Uncle Crow, get up!
Hey, get off me. What are you doing here?
We're leaving, you idiots! Come on!
Well, so Maria, in all of her experience, knows about the silver-eyed. That does make a lot of sense. I'm doing farm work. Leave me alone. I've missed this. I never thought I'd say it, but I missed this.
Hey, what are you doing?
Don't waste it. I see. I see. Oh, I see you, Weiss. Very, very nice, Weiss.
Now we can leave.
Stop it!
Crow, you are a mess.
What's...
Yeah, now do you see? Wow, this farm arc gave a great RWBY development. Like, learning to control the silver eyes, wow. I didn't think we'd get that so soon. I thought they were going to tease that forever.
The apathy. They're not strong or ferocious.
Okay, that's why they weren't rushing to attack.
They drain your will to go on. Bartleby's estate was hemorrhaging money towards the end. He wanted to cut costs on huntsman protection. But in order to do that, he needed everyone calm. Always.
Managed to get 2 away from their pack. Hike back was miserable, but got the bastards in the cellar. Wife thinks I was out sealing the waterway entrance. I'll do it tomorrow and tell her the truth once these things take the edge off of everyone. I'm tired.
The next page proves that he did. But not before the rest of the pack followed their missing pair all the way home. My guess is they made their way beneath the estate through the water tunnels that Bartleby sealed up the next morning. Bartleby's plan worked. No one was angry or sad or scared. No one was anything. And then no one was left.
That is so sad and dark. They just lost the will to get up.
I'm sorry for what I said. About giving up.
Well, you were under the influence.
Me too.
I really like this travel setup, by the way.
Safe.
It's not your fault.
It was those things.
I should have known. The signs were all there, but I'd never seen an entire settlement withered away like that. I suppose my mind just isn't what it used to be.
Miss Calavera,
It's plenty good.
how do you know so much about the Grimm? And in the tunnels you knew exactly what to say to make my eyes do that.
Yeah, it's got to be weird to refer to your own eyes as doing something.
Well, isn't it obvious, girl?
Go on, say it.
I had silver eyes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I knew it, but I didn't want to say anything. Like, how else would she know so much? Like, first I was thinking, you know, it could be just because she's old and she knows about these things, but no, as soon as she started telling her exactly what to picture so she could control her silver eyes, plus the fact that in the opening they share the same transition through their eyes, total silver eyes connection. I'm glad that that actually happened and it led to such a satisfying moment. This is probably one of the strongest chapters of the volume, I will say that. I think chapter 6 is right up there with chapter 3 as the top of the volume. This is one of those that I could watch reactions to endlessly. I could watch it on my own endlessly. Like, it's fantastic. From the RWBY development, you know, with how she's caring about Crow and how she's actually getting angry at the apathy of everyone around her, how she almost gave into it, and then how she fell into despair with her friends and had to activate her silver eyes. Oh, such a RWBY focused chapter. This is going to make a lot of people happy that feel like RWBY has been somewhat neglected in the past couple of volumes. This was a perfect tonic. It really was. Wow. And this has set the groundwork for RWBY being able to use the silver eyes on command and have no Grimm ever pose a threat to her ever again. Like, just turn on my backlight and oh, all the Grimm in front of me have disappeared. What a shame. You know? Crazy. Crazy. I really love the direction Volume 6 is heading so far. So it looks like I wasn't really right when I said that Yang got upset because Blake said she'd protect her instead of fighting together. That was just being generally huffy because of the apathy. Okay, I'll accept that. I did notice, by the way, before you pointed out to me in the comments, maybe you have already, that when Yang ran off, she grabbed Blake's hand. Probably making sure she doesn't run away again, but I'm kidding. Yeah, really effective cinematic moments in this, like RWBY being forced to drop the lamp after being spooked, but all the close-up shots of everybody's eyes glassing over because they were like full of apathy. It was such a creepy episode, and Crow really got to me in the feels department because he is broken right now. As he said, like, Ozpin was the only one that wanted him in their life because of how cursed he actually was. And I assume that's why he was always out on missions, so that he wasn't hanging around as a more close lieutenant to Ozpin, so he'd have less of his luck to share. But now that he's fallen out with Ozpin and is realizing, hey, this is kind of a pointless quest because we cannot win, which is what the apathy fed into of all the other girls, like, let's just be done with this. Like, we're just putting off the inevitable. I'm glad that they actually address something like this. Like, it's a realistic thing for people to consider, even if they're under the influence. Like, a lot of needed conversations happened at this farm. Aside from the flashback to Salem's story, this is probably the best part of the volume for me. Like, that did a lot on every front. But as I say, Crow really hit me with how he seemed to be going through some actual depression. Like, he's not just in a grump, he's not just in a slump, he just wants to hit the bottle and sleep. He is, like, right down there in those dumps, and Ruby can see it. She knows her uncle, she knows his behaviours and everything. Compare this to how she was treating him in Volume 5, like, did you get drunk again? Maybe. Like, you know, it was like, oh, here he goes again. But this time she was really worried about him, and I thought that was beautiful. Especially with that tender hug she gave him and said that she'd be willing to talk anytime. That is special to me. That was really awesome. Wow, I feel like crying again just mentioning it. Oh, one of the best RWBY moments I've ever seen. Like, just because it really showed just how much of a pure being she is for her family. And yeah, beans, haha, I finally get the meme. Beans, beans. Oh, Weiss, look at the beans. Oh man, I never thought that we'd get a Scooby-Doo-like adventure. But we did, and it was pretty good. It didn't drag on for too long. It didn't overstay its welcome. The Grimm were pretty terrifying. Like, well, intimidating. They were pretty intimidating until I realised they moved as slow as some of the slowest horror movie zombies can walk. But it made a lot more sense when Maria said that they're not really aggressive Grimm. They just have this ability about them that drags you down. And big F for all the people that unknowingly just depress themselves to death here. Like, they just decided to lie in bed and never get up. That's rough. That's really rough. But I guess in a way they went peacefully. I mean, unless, you know, I know that starving to death can be pretty painful, so I don't know. I don't know, actually. Let's just hope for whatever was the best case scenario is what they went through. But wow, okay. I'm feeling really good right now. I mean, I know I was crying earlier, but reflecting on all the excellent things this chapter did for both me and the show, I'm more than ready to check out the next one. So that's what I'm going to do. And I shall see you guys next time.